hurt. We really teaching love. Because at the end of the day, the people that did this to us, they didn't love us. They changed our names. They changed our dietary law. That's why a lot of our people eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. A lot of our people celebrate this because what? They forced this on us. But we giving you real love according to the Bible. Read that.
The book of 2 John, verse 6. And this is love.
See, watch this. It's the key word. This is love.
That we walk after his commandments.
That we do what?
Walk after his commandments.
Because the commandments was only given to the children of Israel. It was only given to us. Read on.
This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning.
This is the commandment that you have heard from the beginning.
Right.
We had commandments in the beginning. Adam had commandments.
Right.
Adam had to follow what God said in order to live forever. You get what I'm saying? Because we are gods. Adam was a god. Think about it. How was this man able to name all the animals and the fishes, the birds? He had to tell them, hey, come here. He had to name them. Give me Psalms 82 and 6. Let me prove that. Because we gods according to the Bible.
Right.
We just die like men because we break God's commandment. Once did that. Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
I have said, Kurt, you are God. A lot of times we say that on the street, my phone might think we to my idolatry. We're not saying we the one true God. We're not saying that. We little God because why? He made us in his image.
Right.
I'm going to show you that. Read that.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
We are the children of the Most High. Read.
But ye shall die like men.
Because why? When we break God's commandments, this is why this happened to us. That ain't happen by no weird coincidence. Why did that happen to? That's why we got this God.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's why the cross. Think about it. Our folks wear that cross every day around their neck. That's not that you ain't doing them to symbolize the way Christ died. Right. That's just like me and you together. Somebody hit you with a chopper, and I go get an AK chain to remember you. Am I remembering or I'm honoring the person that really killed you? It makes no sense.
Bring it out.
Give me Genesis 1 and 28. Let me show you what God said. God said he made us in his image. Because Psalms 82 and 6 say we are gods. So let's show you. Read it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 26. And God said, let us make men in our image.
He said, let us make man in our image. Showing God wasn't up by himself when he made us. Right. Christ was with him.
Right.
That's why we talk about the beard. Because Christ had a beard. You get what I'm saying? Give me that Revelation 1 and 14. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to deal with me. We just showing you that us as a people, we the greatest thing that ever walked the face of the earth. You get what I'm saying? We just don't know that. That's why they say you gotta love everybody, you gotta love. That wasn't biblical.
Right.
We was only put here because of our punishment.
Right.
He used the other nations to punish us so we could repent and keep God's commandments. What's on? What's your name is though? You said move? Oh, Jeremiah, watch this, watch this.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 4. Verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So right now we revealing what Jesus Christ looked like. If I ask you what color he looked like, what would you say?
Hair like wool.
Hair like wool, right? So who the hell is this?
Bring it out.
Who the hell is this? Go to verse 14. Watch this.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Wool is sheep texture hair, like our hair. So you said well?
Curly.
No, not girly. It's like curly. Oh, curly. I'll pray. Yeah, curly. So that's strike one on him. Right. Read on.
As white as snow.
So we know as we age, like his beard is turning white, it's turning gray. So that's why he said he came back, he had a white woolly hair.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Let me ask y'all something. Y'all drink. What color your eyes turn? Turn red, right? He ain't shoot no laser beams. He just drunk wine, because that was his first miracle. Turn water into wine. He like to drink. He like to chill. He like us. Read.
And his feet like unto fine bread.
If you were to take off your sock right now, wouldn't your feet be the same color as your arm and your face? You get what I'm saying? Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So he was a very dark-skinned man. He was a very dark-skinned man. You get what I'm saying? Let me ask y'all a question. Those people, the man that killed 10 black folks in Buffalo, New York. Why y'all think that happened? You ain't heard? Because guess why? They only put it in the news for a couple of days and then they pushed it along. They pushed it along because they don't want you to know that these people hate us. Give me Ezekiel 35 and 3. 35, 3 or 5. You know what I want. Perpetual hatred. Because them folks hate us. They always hated us. It ain't just some, it's all of them.
Right.
When we was in captivity, this someone may say, I think this is wrong. All on was the ingredients. All on, watch this, read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
He said they had a perpetual hatred. When you look at that word, it means continuing, continuing. Watch, he gonna let you know. Why?
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
They shed the blood of us. They had a perpetual hatred for us, and they shed the blood of us. Read.
By the force of the sword.
By the force of the what?
Sword.
Swords are going into a gun, a sword, however they wanted to kill you, they did it. Hit you with a rock, however. They fed our kids to alligators.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They had numerous ways of punishing us. They had an island on Jamaica where they did some called book busting, where they would rape the man. That's how they broke us. If y'all have some time, read the Willie Lynch law. You get what I'm saying? They took 2 males. One on they beat to death in front of the women and kids. The other one, they beat them to death almost, and the other one they had 2 horses rip them apart. That's what you call, they divided us. They take out the man first and then make the women depend on them. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't look at us like God. That's why I showed you that. We are gods according to the Bible. Right. We just fail because why? We start keeping God's commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15 real quick. Was it more in that scripture? Yeah. Read the rest of it.
Force of the sword in the time of their calamity. In the time that their iniquity had an end.
Iniquity that they're saying end. Give me that in Bruce 3 and 38. I want to show you something. Bruce 3 and 8, I'm sorry. I want to show you something. Because a lot of folks think we ain't in slavery no more. Do y'all feel like that? You know we, because why? We gotta work a 9 to 5. We gotta pay bills. If we don't pay our water, they cut it off. Water fall from the sky, but we gotta pay a bill.
Right.
They catch a water bucket, you get locked up. You get what I'm saying? Watch this. Why would the Bible say?
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Why? Why are we this day in our captivity? We never went home. Where our homeland is? Right, give me that. I'm going to show you. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff we've been lied to about. If I ask you what's your nationality, what would you tell me? Check the sign out. Man, listen, I didn't know. It's alright. I didn't know. Yeah. That's why we come out here how we come. We let you know that you're the greatest thing that walked the face of the earth.
Right.
The only reason we failed because we broke God's commandments. We broke his commandments. That's the whole duty of man. He gave us commandments and statutes to keep, and he was going to give us whatever we wanted. Right. Read that. I'm going to show you that. Watch that. Read it.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Remember the train of thought? I said, where's our homeland? He's going to show you what our homeland is.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
Jerusalem. When you read in the Bible, a lot of times, you hear of Jerusalem. That was our motherland.
Right.
King Solomon ruled in Jerusalem. Christ was in Jerusalem. Right. The Romans took it over, and Christ was in captivity to the Romans, but he was in Jerusalem. Read.
Which is the mother of us all.
Which is the mother of us all. Let me prove what I said earlier. I said everything we wanted, God gave it to us. On Joshua 1:8, the sole of thy foot. Wherever the sole of thy foot touched. So watch this. Wherever your feet would have touched, God gave it to you. Only thing he told us was keep my commandments.
That's right.
Keep my commandments. They not hard. And I'm going to show you that they not hard according to the Bible. Read.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 3. Every place that the sole of your foot.
He said, and he didn't say some. Oh, he said every place that the sole of your feet would
touch.
Let me read it again.
Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you.
The Lord said, wherever you would have walked, Kurt, he was going to give it to you. Wherever you would have walked, Move, he was going to give it to you. It was yours. The earth is ours.
Right.
But let me show you who the earth giving it to. Who ruled it. Job 9:24. Watch this. We don't rule it no more. At this point. At this point, we don't rule. We are in captivity, like it said, Baruch 3 and 8. Let me show you who got the earth right now. Watch this.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Now, notice it says something. He said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Now we got to understand who the wicked is. Malachi. Malachi. Watch it. The Bible. This is how you read the Bible. Say precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little. That's how you read the Bible, because it's only for the children of Israel to read it, to get an understanding once we apply what's in it. Read.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. Whereas Edom said.
Edom. Whereas Edom said. Edom is the so-called white man. His name is really Esau. Edom just means red, because on what he did with Jacob, his fertility brother. It was his twin brother. They didn't look alike, but they was twins. He came to him when you read in Genesis, and he wanted some red pottage, some red meat that wasn't done. No, you know there's a lot of time they eat their steak. How they eat their steak? They eat their steak. That's what Esau did in the Bible.
Right.
Ain't nothing new. They try to separate the Bible from reality. The same thing that happened then is happening now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Read.
We are impoverished, but we will return.
So they said they was impoverished. We impoverished, but we gonna return. That's what they said, because they came out the carcass of Mountain. Y'all ever seen the Flintstones? Did y'all ever see anybody look like us in the Flintstones? Why is that? Because we didn't come from no mountains. They did. That's why they like tall skyscrapers. And they big in their companies. We don't like heights like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You feel me? We don't like that stuff. Read.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
Now watch what the Most High say about them coming to do that, because they did do that. They did. They used us to do it, but they did.
Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build.
They gonna build,
but I will throw down.
The Most High said he gonna throw it down.
Right.
He gonna throw it down. Because why? It's supposed to be yours. It's supposed to be yours. It's supposed to be ours.
Right.
This whole earth is ours. We just not in our right rulership right now.
Right.
He using us, the men, to go get his people. I'm gonna show you that. Is it more on that?
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Remember what we read in Job 9:24? He said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Stay right there. Watch what he say. He say did what now?
They shall call them the border of wickedness.
So when they say the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, it was given into the hand of the so-called white man.
Right.
They run everything. They run everything. You get what I'm saying? But they run it through because the Most High led them right now.
Right.
Because give me that Romans 9 and 4. It's more than that. No, just drop it. Give me Romans 9 and 4. Go to 9 and start at 13. Start at 13. I'm going to show you something. Because do y'all think God love everybody? Huh? You think he love everybody? All praise, all praise. That's what I like. I like asking questions. I want you to deal with me. I appreciate y'all for dealing with me. Because there's a lot of stuff that I'm asking y'all that I thought once upon a time too. Until I started reading, until some man showed me in the scripture. I'm going to show you about that too. Matter of fact, give me that on Titus. Hold that real quick. I'm going to show you. Because why do we smoke? Because I used to smoke once upon a time too. But why do we smoke as a people? Because we stressed. You ain't stressed? You like paying bills?
I mean, it's foul. I gotta survive.
I understand what you're saying, but you gotta remember, you don't supposed to work. King Solomon ain't work. King Solomon woke up, everything was brought to him. He had gold plates. Can you imagine having gold plates to eat off of gold cups? A kingdom, a throne, a mansion?
Out of federal prison.
Right. We got brothers that have been through prison too. They're repent.
Right.
We got brothers that kill people, that repent. You can repent. You can change. Read that.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 6. Young men.
Young men, because you're not old. Young men.
Likewise, exhort to be sober-minded.
Why? He said be sober-minded, because when you high or when you on cigarettes or when you too drunk, you ain't in your right mind.
Right.
You ain't in your right mind. Let me show you what type of body you have. 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. 1 Corinthians, your body is where the Lord supposed to dwell in. You smoking cigarettes, he can't dwell in you. Like I said, I used to smoke weed every day before I went to sleep, when I ate. But when I started reading, I learned I couldn't do that no more. Did I stop immediately? No. I got to repent. I had to repent from that. But I made steps. You can't do this alone. You need brothers to build you up so you can fight.
Right.
Read that.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Your body is the temple of God. Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
The Most High supposed to dwell in you. How can he dwell in you if you defiling? Like when you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. That's defiling your temple, because in Deuteronomy 28 and 61, he say every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of the law, God will put on you. That's why we catch gout, high blood pressure, strokes. That's a plague. We don't supposed to have it. You get what I'm saying? So read.
If any man defileth the temple of God.
So he gave you, this is where you have a choice at, right? He said, if any man defile his temple, watch what he say.
Him shall God destroy.
I don't want God to destroy you. That's love according to the Bible.
That's right.
Because I'm letting you know ahead of time, listen, bro, you gotta stop. You can drink, not get drunk, but you can drink.
That's right.
But put the cigarettes and the weed down.
How can he accept you how you is, then?
Because you gotta think about it. You got kids, right? You got kids.
Yeah.
You tell your kids, I want your homework done before I get home, and they say, I only did half, so would you accept that? Right. You gotta thank God as our Father.
Right.
So he said, I want you to do A, B, and C, which is keep my laws, statutes, and commandments, and love me, or what? You're gonna die.
That's right.
That's the whole stipulation. That's the whole duty of us. Give me that Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. We never was supposed to die.
Right.
Give me, matter of fact, drop that. Give me Revelation 22 and 12. You saying some good questions, boy. I like that. 22 and 14. My bad. Watch this. You saying some good things. We was never supposed to die. We was never supposed to die. Watch this.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandment.
It's the last book of the Bible. So anytime you ever go to church or hear anybody on the streets of my son, you ain't got to keep no commandments. They lying. Christ kept the commandments. Christ kept the commandments. Christ said, be your follower of me. You get what I'm saying? So he said, blessed are they that do the commandment. So what that mean if you don't do it? What that means? If you don't do the commandments, are you still blessed?
Right.
Oh, you cursed.
Right.
I got another question.
Hold on, let me answer the question first. Let me answer the question. Watch this. He say, blessed is they that do the commandment.
That they may have right to the tree of life.
The tree of life is the kingdom of heaven. That's eternal life. You won't die. You know what I'm saying? Though this flesh might pass away, if God forbid the Lord, if Christ come back right now, you keeping the commandments and the faith in him, you won't see them. But say you was to die, you ain't really dead, you just at rest. You at rest until what? Judgment day, then Christ gonna bring you to him. Because why? You kept the faith and the commandments.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.